Given that the curve in the diagram has equation f of x is equal to ax plus b divided by cx squared plus dx plus e, where f of minus 1 is equal to 0 and f of 0 is equal to minus 1, the lines x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to 1 and the x-axis are all asymptotes, find the values of a, b, c, d and e. So here we've got the curve. We're told when x is 0, when y is 0, x is minus 1, and when x is 0, y is minus 1, and we've got these asymptotes here, and we know it's a sort of a rational function. So let's have a look at this. So now we have the vertical asymptotes are x is equal to minus 3 and x is equal to 1. That implies the following, that the denominator of this cannot be equal to 0. So that helps us to find what c, d and e are. So if we take x minus 3 and work backwards, that becomes x plus 3. And x is equal to 1 and work backwards, that becomes x minus 1. And that cannot be equal to 0 because that represents the denominator. You can't divide by 0. If we expand that, we're going to get x squared plus 2x minus 3 is not equal to 0. And if we compare that with the denominator cx squared plus dx plus e is not equal to 0, it will give us that c must be 1x squared, d must be 2, and e must be minus 3. Okay, using the fact for the y-axis, so the y-axis is there, it cuts up a minus 1. That means f of x is equal to 0 and f of 0 is minus 1. That would imply, now for if x is equal to 0, we're just going to be left with b over e in this. So that means that b over e must be equal to minus 1. We already determined that e is minus 3, therefore we can use the fact that b divided by minus 3 is minus 1. Therefore b has to be equal to 3. For the x-axis, y is equal to 0, so we've got the minus 1 here. So that means f of minus 1 is 0. That will mean that if we get the x-axis just by looking at the numerator, so we do a times minus 1 plus b is equal to 0. We've already calculated that b is 3. So that means that minus a plus 3 is equal to 0, and that means that a must also be equal to 3. So there's the curve again. So our function would be 3x plus 3 over x squared plus 2x minus 3. I suppose at this stage you could check it with your graphics calculator if you have one. And the answers are a is 3, b is 3, c is equal to 1, d is equal to 2, and e is equal to minus 3. So this has been a video to show you how to find the coefficients of a rational function. I hope you've understood, and I thank you very much for watching.